So Anime Expo's been on my mind a lot lately for two main reasons. One, I've been covering the whole like Nijisanji Doki Bird fiasco thing and all that, the Nijisanji defenders, etc., etc. You know what that's all about, probably. If not, consider checking out those videos. And two, because I'm going to Anime Expo, so plans to enjoy the convention and all that. But on the topic of conventions, I thought I'd talk to you guys about this thing I recently saw. And that thing is a convention called Faton. And you'll see how crazy this is in just a moment. Now, first of all, what is Faton? Well, from their website, Faton is a 3-day convention based in Seattle, Washington, featuring 30+ workshops, panels, fashion shows, size-inclusive vendors, and more. How big is Faton? A 500-person event including attendees, vendors, volunteers, and staff. On their Instagram, they claim to be a conference promoting fat liberation for all. Fat liberation. Okay, sure, right. Now things get even crazier when you take a look at the prices here. So the general admission to attend all 3 days of FatCon, they charging people $200. $200. Now Anime Expo itself, and I'm only comparing the prices, I understand these are two completely different conventions, but we can still absolutely take a look at the prices and make some reasonable assessment based off that. Anime Expo, 4-day general attendance, $185. And Anime Expo has been getting more expensive over the years. Used to not even be that much. Now FatCon, they want to charge you $200. They act like they care so much about fat individuals, right? Like, oh, we're so inclusive. Now give me your money. Give me your $200 to attend this 3-day event. And this goes right back to many of the issues I have with all this like DEI, ESG, virtue signaling, champagne socialist, armchair activist, all this sort of stuff, right? A lot of the issues that I have with this stuff comes back to this. They say that they care so much about people. They want to help marginalized people, etc., etc. Meanwhile, they don't really do much of anything, if anything, to actually help anyone. And what they do is grift a whole bunch and try and take people's money. Making it even worse is how they often have a tendency to like stand on some fake moral soapbox, talking down to people, acting like they're superior to others. But then you find out they got like massive skeletons in their closet. They're morally reprehensible. They don't really care about the people they pretend to care about. And again, it all comes back to money or like internet clout, things like that. That is, of course, just a general set of issues with current day activism, so to speak. And now let's dial it back to this whole FatCon thing. So they claim to be sponsored by Puckduction. Now I gotta ask, what is Puckduction? Let's take a look. From their website, Puckduction claims that their mission is to support marginalized creators, educators, and activists with a focus on BIPOC, LGBTQIA+, people with disabilities, and people of size. That's a new one for me, man. I gotta say, I've never heard that one before. People of size. All right. Add that to your list of terms or whatever. Now, look, if FatCon, if this event was, if it had a focus, rather, on promoting healthier lifestyles, fitness routines, helping people get into fitness and stuff like that, I would think that's actually pretty cool. The pricing could still be questionable depending on what all the event entails, but at least people might be obtaining some beneficial knowledge and their lives might be improved from that point on, depending on the actions that they take and what they gain out of it. Unfortunately, I don't think that's the angle that FatCon is taking here. A lot of the terms they're using, like fat liberation and all that, these are terms right out of the body positivity and fat acceptance movements. Movements that are arguably very harmful, actually, and negative to the people that partake in them. And these sort of groups are so gaslighty that they try and manipulate people to paint them out as positives. And then here comes this group of people making your life worse and charging you $200 while they do it. But hey, that's some great activism there, isn't it? And I'll leave it there. Thanks for tuning in. If you enjoyed my coverage, consider liking and or subscribing. I appreciate you, and I'll see you in the next one.